Good afternoon from my temporary office in Williamsburg, Virginia. We're here for our son's graduation from law school at William and Mary, and I wanted to chat with you on this weekend as we get ready to begin our class in cultural dynamics of congregational ministry. What an important and significant week it is as we begin this study. I again say it with passion and commitment that I believe more people are ineffective in ministry, whether that is a volunteer ministry leader or a pastor, because they fail to understand the culture of the people with whom they are working. Together, we're going to learn together. And part of the build-up process here is that we start with a demographic study of the community where your church is located. Then we move on to an interview with your pastor, an interview with 4 to 7 congregational members, and then you write a summary paper. But in the process, we're going to be working on a number of things to get us to that stage. Our course description is very good. This course examines the human and religious dynamics that affect congregational ministry. It will explore the differences in thinking and values that affect ministry. Special attention will be given to the differences between ministry in the smaller church and the larger congregation, and to the nature and importance of congregational culture. Now, we're not going to be making a lot of contrasts between church sizes. Part of the reason I ask for information about your church culture is just so that I understand when you comment and interact that we are working on it together. I want to urge you this very first week to set an appointment with your pastor for an interview to understand the culture, because that interview with your pastor is due on June 27th. There will be pastors who are on vacation at that time because they're combining that week with 4th of July week. So you need to be doing that. And then you need to be thinking about getting congregants together, 4 to 7 members. And part of the grade is whether or not you get those people together to sit down together so you have a time of interaction, not just an interview with this person and an interview with that person, but a time to interact with them. And of course, the paper from that is due, I think, the week of 4th of July. So you need to check that out. As we approach the class, I want to remind you one more time that this class is being revised, and you're kind of in the middle of the process. And so as we work together, I'm taking extensive notes on things that need to be changed. In the syllabus, I have put in some editorial lines to indicate the assignment for a specific week, for instance, is scratched out so that you know that you need to look at the revisions. I had some students who had difficulty remembering this class is in revision, and then they wrote the wrong assignment. So they got to write the assignment. This was a different class, but write the assignment that was the outdated one, as well as write the correct one. I felt terrible about that. You need to remember, and I'm sure that you will, to keep that sheet of paper that I put I think it's 2 sheets, maybe it's 3, of those revisions of assignments and discussion boards. Assignments and discussion boards are all on that revision page, and you need to keep that right in front of you for the entire 8 weeks that we're working together. This week is to write a paper about culture, and you can read the details there in your own material and go from there. I wrote in my notes for my video. I encourage you to print out your revised assignments and discussion boards, and perhaps you want to print out that discussion board, the syllabus from the Blackboard source. Um, the study is on the church where you worship. It's not about the church you used to go to 100 years ago. It's the one where you worship now. And so you need to be thinking specifically along that line. Seems like there was one other thing I wanted to tell you. I can't read my writing. Okay, well you need to read those instructions and those things so that you get a good handle on it. Always feel free to get in touch with me. I'm looking forward to this study. Every time I've taught the class, I learn more and I become more passionate about the importance of understanding the culture of ourselves, the church members, the congregation, the community. And the more that we understand, the better and more sensitively can we communicate God's truth to God's people, as well as God's truth to those who do not know Him. God bless you as you study with me.